Welcome back to Studio M Academy. My name is Em. Today we are going to go through a 50-minute general open flow. The only props you will need today is your squishy ball. We're going to grab that ball and place it down on the right side of our carriage. Have your foot bar at around 2 holes showing, and we are also going to be using our boxes today. So to get set up today, let's start our spring load on a singular red. That will be for hands in straps, side glutes. So if you would like a little bit kinder, please pop on a blue yellow instead. A red is 1 full spring, a blue yellow is 3/4 of a spring. So that's a half spring and a quarter spring. Okay, so we're going to do a little warm up to get started. So come with me, make sure your ball's on the right side of your carriage, ready to go. Rolling your shoulders down and back, planting your feet into the ground. We're going to inhale, reach our arms up to the sky. And exhale, we're going to squeeze our core, squeeze our bum and forward fold all the way down. Once you get to the bottom, hang your head, relax your head, wiggle your knees around. Maybe you'd like to take hold of both of your elbows and just sway side to side. Feel your hamstrings stretching. When you're ready, place both hands onto your right ankle and pull your chest down towards your shin. Inhale. As you exhale, take your right arm up to the sky, bend into your left knee. Come back down through center. As you inhale, swap hands to left leg. Exhale, reach left arm up to sky. Open chest to left side of the room. Feel that stretch through the back of your body. Taking hand back down. Let's touch the floor if we can, or reach for toes with a slight bend in our knees. We're now going to squeeze our bum, squeeze our belly up to sky as we carefully roll up vertebra by vertebra. One bit at a time. When we get to the top, big round of our shoulders, stretch your arms out to the side of the room. Inhale. Exhale, hug your arms around you, give yourself a big hug, and welcome to the space. Today's class, we are putting together all of the individual exercises we have learned in the previous videos into a full video. So grabbing our ball, sitting on the edge of the carriage, we're going to sit up nice and tall, feel your bum squeezing, hands come out in front of you. Tiny squeeze in that ball. If you have any shoulder niggles, bring your hands in close to your chest and a little squeeze here, more muscle recruitment. We inhale, prepare. As we exhale, we C-curve our spine, we push our belly button to the back of the room, we roll off our sit bones, we come all the way down to a point that feels comfortable for us before our heels lift. Pause, inhale. Exhale, we keep our C-curve as we roll, reach forward, keep your C-curve and reach forward to the front of the room and down to the ground. Knees can stay together or they can widen to create space. Squeeze back into your bum, squeeze your core, we roll back up vertebra by vertebra. Knees glue together now. We inhale, squeeze bum, lift. Exhale, rolling off our sit bones, we roll back vertebra by vertebra. Pause. Should be up on tippy toes now. If feet are lifting, just pop them back down. Inhale. Exhale, this time we keep our C-curve, but we roll up to a nice straight back, neutral spine, tall as we can. Exhale, we roll back down a little bit quicker now. We inhale when we get here to prepare. We exhale, we roll up. We have 5 to go. We inhale, prepare, squeeze bum. Exhale, we roll down. Inhale here. Exhale, roll back up. Super tall, squeeze bum, find that lift. Exhale, rolling down. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can feel every part of your core for the last 2. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, rolling back. See how low you can get before your feet lift. Test it out. See how low you can get. Keep that C-curve. Inhale. Exhale, rolling up. One more. Last one. We inhale, prepare. Exhale, find your C-curve. Feel every part of your spine touching the carriage as you roll down in your lumbar spine. Ooh, stop at the bottom here. Inhale. Exhale, rolling up vertebra by vertebra. Should feel your back starting to warm. Beautiful work. From here, we inhale, prepare, squeeze bum, lift. Exhale, rolling back. We have a squeeze in that ball with our left hand. So really squeeze the ball to get our extensors and flexors of our wrists firing. We exhale, we float around. We come back through center, we inhale. We exhale, we float. Now you can have a C-curve here in your back, or you can have a straight back if that's more comfortable for you. See what feels nice for you.
Okay, sometimes you can use the straight back here and it feels a little bit more comforting, but for others, a round C-curve back will feel kinder. Okay, beautiful. We have 4 more to go here. When you extend to the back corner of the room, can you reach your front arm to the front corner of the room? Opposite directions. Come back through center. We're warming up through our obliques. So we've warmed up through our transverse abdominis, our rectus abdominis, our pelvic floor with that tight little squeeze from the bottom of our pelvis up. Now we're trying to get a little bit deeper into our obliques, our 2 layers of obliques. Come back through center. 1 more on each side after this one. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Come back through center. Last one, squeeze into that ball. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Now I've swapped ball hands, but it doesn't matter. Come back through center. Last one. Exhale, extend. Come back through center. Take a nice tall sit all the way up. Spines to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful work. If you want to shake out your wrist quickly, you can. You can do that in any way you like. When you do that roll back, you can hold the ball in your flowing hand, whatever feels good. Okay, grabbing ball, we roll back up. Last round here. Inhale, prepare, squeeze bum. Exhale, roll off sit bones, find a comfortable position. From here, the first option is we bend our right knee up. We take the ball into our right hand. We place the ball on the top of our thigh and we push our hand into the ball, push our knee into the ball. Okay, so we're firing up all of our flexors and extensors of our forearm. We're firing up our hip flexor, our quads, our core, our back, our shoulder muscle, our lats. Okay, this is option 1. Stay here if this feels enough for you. If you want more, you can automatically bring your other leg up and balance here. Otherwise, keep that leg down. We take our left hand to our temple. We push into that ball. We open, rotate to the left. We come back through center. If you have double leg up, you are very welcome as you open to extend that leg, draw back in, come through center. I'm gonna keep mine down today. We exhale back through center. We inhale, open. We exhale back through center. Inhale, open. Exhale back through center. You can make this harder by lowering your core even more. I'm gonna come back up just a touch. We have 3 to go. Pushing into that ball, keep that tension. Last one. Hold that ball, pop it out in front of you, place your foot down, take a nice tall posture, squeeze bum. Inhale, exhale, forward fold, reach for your toes. Nice work. So you have those same options on the other side, so let's repeat the same thing. We squeeze our bum, squeeze our core muscles, we roll back up. Every movement is with intention. Inhale here, squeeze, lift. Exhale, rolling back off your sit bones, which is your ischial tuberosity, the bones on the bottom of your hip, your sit bones that you might know it as. Take that ball into your left hand, bring left knee up, push that ball into your thigh. Shoulder is down and back, core is engaged. You'll feel your whole forearm engaging here. If this is enough, stay here. Fingertips come to head. If you want more, you can lift your right knee up. We inhale, prepare. We exhale, we rotate to the right. Send right leg long if you wish, and back through center. Find your own breathing pattern here that feels good for you. I'm gonna pop my foot back down today. We open, and we close. We're pushing into that ball. Keep that pressure there. Keep that pressure. Wonderful work. If you feel your low back starting to work on the left side, that is absolutely normal. We have a muscle there called our Quadratus lumborum. She's working pretty hard, plus all our erector spinae muscles. 2 to go. Last one. 1 more. I said last one, but I meant 1 more. Keep pushing into that ball. Take that ball into your hands. Send it out the front. Place your foot down. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Oh, well done. That is such a lovely warm-up. Very challenging. Pop that ball down to the right side of your carriage. You have still got your red spring on ready. We're going to come down, lay on our back for a supine, which means laying on your back, core warm-up. Even though we're already warm, we're still doing more. So if you feel super warm in this set, you are welcome to go as hard. Take the hardest level that you... I'm going to cut that bit out. So coming to lay on Once you are down here, we are going to bring our knees into tabletop, palms and arms are down on the carriage, palms facing down. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. From here, can we find our neutral spine? So for neutral spine, hang on, so let's just lay down, starting from here. Coming to lay down, finding a comfortable position, shuffle yourself away from the shoulder rest just a touch. Shoulders are relaxed, your head and face are relaxed, your palms come down onto the carriage beneath you. Going to keep your feet on the foot bar just for a moment while we find our neutral spine. So in fact, can everyone make a diamond with their hands, and your fingertips are going to go on the lowest bone that you can feel on your hips here. That is called your pubic bone, or your pubic ramus, okay? So your palms of your hand will be on your pointy front bones, your ASIS. From here, you want to feel like you're tilting your pelvis so that your fingertips are coming towards you. So it looks like this. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, push your spine into the carriage and tilt your fingertips towards you, okay? So they're staying connected to your body as you tilt. Then you push on that bone and push it away and down as you make a big arch under your back. This is hyperextension of our spine. Now we squash our spine back into the carriage. There's no space underneath us. You can't fit your hand. Pubic bone comes towards you. Now you push that pubic bone away and create space. You could almost fit your hand or a fist underneath you. One more time. Imprint your spine. This is called imprint, tilting pubic bone towards you. Lovely. Now push it away and create all of that space under your back. Now find the middle ground between the two. That is approximately what we call in Pilates your neutral spine. So just trying to keep that comfortable position. If you feel your back arching in core work, just think about pushing your spine back into the carriage, and that will help keep you in a really secure and strong position so you don't end up with a sore back tomorrow. Okay, hands come down onto the carriage beneath you, palms are facing down, one knee comes into tabletop, then your other knee comes into tabletop. Notice if you just felt a big arch in your back, squash that space if you did. If you didn't, just keep that neutral spine. A little blueberry gap under your back is safe. Hands come up above our shoulders, palms facing the front of the room. A little tennis ball gap between your knees and your feet. If you can see your feet, just pop them down a little bit if it feels okay to. We inhale to prepare. We exhale, we tuck our chin to our chest, reach our head, neck, shoulders up to the roof, and exhale, float our arms to the front of the room. Hold for your full exhale. We inhale back up and down to our starting position. This is our start position, shoulders down. We inhale, prepare. We exhale, we reach our head, neck, shoulders up to the front corner of the room. Float hands down towards the carriage. Pull hands to front of room. How far can you get them to the front of the room? Pull, pull, pull. Finish your exhale. Inhale down. Continue with your own breath work. We reach and we float. Now, obviously, if you are somebody who is more advanced right now, you can start doing your single leg extensions if you wish. This is not part of our first exercise, but if you wish, if that's in your practice and that's what you feel like doing, you can absolutely add that in. I want you all working at your level today, so you can make any exercise work for you. We have 4 to go here. Beautiful. Reach your fingertips, no matter if you're sending your leg long or not. Reaching those fingertips as far as you can to the front of the room. Imprint your spine at the top here. See if you can also find neutral. Just play around with it. Coming down. 3 to go. Rolling up. Play around with that again. So everyone's spines will be imprinted. Can you see if you can find a bit of a neutral spine here? Then imprint again. Rolling down. 2 to go. Let's do that same thing. We roll up. Reach, reach, reach. Your spine is imprinted. Find a neutral. Imprint again. Last one. I probably lost count by now, but that's okay. We roll up. Imprint. Find neutral. Imprint again. And rolling down. Okay, this time we are going to hug our left knee into our chest. If you like this stretch, you can stay here with your neck down. If you want a bit more, we lift our head, neck, shoulders, we squeeze our knee into our chest, and we swap knees, and we swap. Every time you grab your knee, can you roll up a little bit higher? We're getting that flexion through our spine. We're getting our core abdominal engagement. Can you feel that little pull from your bottom of your pelvis up through your spine to engage your pelvic floor? We're here for 3. If this feels good though, continue here in 2. In 1, if you want a little bit more, we pause, we extend our right leg long or left leg, and then we swap and we continue through our scissor here. Otherwise, continue with your first option. We are here for 6. Reaching for your ankle. Can you reach for your foot? Every time you grab, give it a little pull for a stretch. We're here for 3 and 2 and 1. Come back into tabletop. Roll yourself down nice and safely. Pop your feet down. Take your feet nice and wide here and let them sway from side to side. We're just getting a little stretch through our low back. If you can, keep your shoulders really grounded on the carriage beneath you, so you're really getting the benefit. Otherwise, you'll feel like you're rolling around everywhere. 2 more like this. Squeezing core as you come back through center. Squeeze core as you come back through center. Wonderful work. Okay, coming into our hands in straps. We're all going to reach behind us, grab our short straps. Once again, if we're ever doing normal abdominal curls and you would like to make it harder, all you have to do is extend one or both of your limbs longer, so you make that option. I'm going to be sticking with our base layer today. So our starting position is hands above our shoulders, so the carriage has moved out. Knees come into tabletop. Just lower your tippy toes down if you can see them. Getting a nice stretch in our quads when we're in this position. If they're up higher, our quads are not as stretched, so here we're getting a nice stretch. Okay, we inhale to prepare. We exhale, we roll up fingertips to front of the room. Inhale, back down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale. Finding your own breath pattern here. If you feel squishy on the shoulder rest, just shuffle yourself down just a touch. Exhale on the hard bit if you can, if that feels good for you. If it doesn't, just do what feels nice. When we get up there, just pause, extend those hands long to front of room. We have 5 to go here. If you wish to extend one leg or both legs long, you're very welcome to. Otherwise, just stick with the base layer. You can make this harder simply by holding up here for a little bit longer. Finish your exhale. We have 3 to go. I always like to hold for as long as my full exhale. Rolling down. 2 to go. Hold. Rolling down. Last one all together. We roll on up. Hold it here. Finish your exhale for 6. 5. If you need to continue breathing, please do. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming down. We're coming into our crisscross now. So we inhale, prepare. As we exhale, we roll up. We frame our left leg, send our right leg long. Pause. Inhale, back through center. Starting again. We exhale, we roll up, we frame our right leg, extend left leg long, pause. Inhale, back through center, tabletop and down. Continue, we roll up, frame left leg. Middle hand wants to pull to the opposite corner of the room, left corner of the room, come back through center. And down, inhale, prepare, exhale, rolling up, framing right leg. So left hand wants to pull through and reach for the right corner of the room. Back through center. Framing that left leg. Can you roll up any higher? Wonderful. 4 to go. Can you get any higher? Left hand through to the right corner of the room. Obliques should really be feeling it now. 2 to go. Last one here. Rolling up. Exhale. Back through center. And down. We find our nutcracker now. So if you need a quick break, please pop your feet down, readjust your body positioning, and just realign that neutral spine again. So if your back's starting to arch, please push spine into carriage. Take your right hand over top of your left hand, and then you can have your hands separate in separate straps, or you can grab both hands in one strap and place your right or your left hand on top, whichever one feels comfortable. From here we have our nutcracker. So toes stay together, knees separate as we roll up. So we inhale, prepare. We exhale, we roll up, knees separate, hands come through our legs, directly pointing to the front of the room. We come back down. And again, we come through, toes stay together, rolling up, pulling hands to front of the room. Excellent. See how high you can get. We have 2 more like this before we add on our legs. Roll up, roll up, roll up. Beautiful work, everyone. Core should be on fire. Rolling up. Pull hands to front of the room. Can you get up any higher? Last one here. We're going to roll up and hold up. Roll up and hold. Extend your tippy toes to the corners of the room. A big V with our legs. Draw tippy toes back together and rolling down. We have 4 like this. We roll up, hands through legs, pause, extend legs, point your tippy toes. Tippy toes come back together and we roll down. Last 2, we're rolling up. Tippy toes to the corner of the room, point, point, point. Draw back together. Down, knees come together. Last one, we're holding it up there. Tippy toes to the corner of the room, hold and we pulse for 5, 4, pulsing hands to front of the room, 3, 2, 1. Coming down, knees come together. Placing your feet onto the footrests. Hands come out of straps. Well done, everyone. That is our core section for now. Done. Today is core heavy. Okay. Pop that right strap back on. Actually, we're going to grab it in a second, but you're going to reach over and grab your ball because we are coming into our side glute series. So we come over onto the side of our body, right side of our body. Ball comes underneath our head. We get nice and comfortable here. If you have a beanie on, it's extra cozy. Okay, so hips are shuffled to the back of the carriage, especially if you're a little bit taller, just to create space so you don't feel like your knees are hanging off the edge. Now just check in with your body. If you have a huge arch to fit on the carriage, well, your back's not in the most ideal position, it's okay? But I just want to see if you can find a bit of a neutral straight spine from your head to your hips, and that might mean just shuffling your body back a tiny touch. From here, we reach over and grab our strap. We're going to realign ourselves in a moment. We take that strap onto our top foot, pop our knees on top of each other. Now this is where I want you all to just take a quick look at your knees. If your top knee is back towards behind you, I want you to just pop your hand on your hip and push your hip forward. Okay, then I want you to grab your hand and take it underneath your side body and think about pulling your side body up. Now, it might not come up at all for you, and that's absolutely okay, but I want you to have the feeling of pulling it up. Just trying to pop our spine in a more neutral, aligned position, because down here, we're in a bit of a curve, which is fine, absolutely. And I'm just trying to get you to work a little bit harder, okay? All right, so finding that alignment, we're gonna lift our knee up to our hip height. This is our starting position. So our gluteus, medius, and minimus, and our TFL help to hold us here. Okay, we're going to firstly extend our foot to the front corner of our carriage. Now we're drawing it behind us. Coming back to the front corner and draw back in. We're doing 5 like this. We extend to the front corner. Now we use our glutes and our hamstrings, back of leg, to draw back in line with our body. Keep that hip stacked back to the front, back in alignment. Here we push to the front of the room, draw back in alignment. Beautiful. Just check if your side body has sunk again. You can take your hand under your body and pull up a little bit, or you can have your hand up to the sky and pulling your side body up. Last one here. That's it. When your foot comes back to the front of the carriage, pause. Okay, we're going to do little pulses here for 4. Just up and down about 5 centimeters, 3 or 10 centimeters, 2. 1, draw your foot back in line with your body, not all the way behind you, just in line, and we're doing 5 here. So this is targeting our glute medius and minimus. Now when we take it in front of us, we're targeting a little bit more TFL, tensor fasciae latae. You can have a slight internal rotation if you like when you're at the front, just to feel that TFL a little bit more. That's a muscle right here. Back to the front, slight internal rotation. Pop your toes down to the ground just a touch, your knees down to the ground. See if you feel anything different. Draw it back in the line, straighten up your leg. We're here for 3, 2, 1. One more round to the front. We have 4, 3. Slight internal rotation if you wish. 2, 1. Just when you make those changes, just make sure your hips are still in alignment. 2, 1. Pausing here. Straight leg sweep. So this is major hamstring and glute work. So we sweep around. Now the direction of this tension means that it's helping us stretch here, versus it's not coming from the sky, so we're getting more of a stretch, if that makes sense. We inhale, prepare, we exhale, we draw our heel around, we draw a quarter circle till it comes back in line with our body. and we let it float back around. We feel that gorgeous hamstring stretch. If you want to sink in here and just feel the stretch, you're very welcome to, or continue working with me. We re-engage hamstring and bum muscle back in line with body. Float her back around. Have her just as high as your hip or a little bit higher so that your glute min and med are working it still. Drawing around. They work with abduction. Being abducted away. That's how you can remember that. Great. That's 5. We've got 5 to go. So feel that gorgeous stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Then re-engage. Squeeze your bum, squeeze your hamstring back in line with your body. Nice. Continuing here, just checking in with your side body. 2 to go. 2. Last 1. Hamstrings should be on fire. 1. I'm just going to add in one last round of single leg extensions. This whole series is 3 sets, but I'm adding in a 4th because I think it feels really nice now that your glute and hamstring are tired. So we're just going to push straight out in line with our body and draw back in. Push straight out in line with our body and draw back in. Nice. Straight out in line with body. 5. Beautiful. Continue here. We have 5 to go and then we're done. Nice work. So feel the back of your legs starting to really warm up. Your bum muscle really starting to squeeze. You can let this knee come up as high as you like. So if you have a really deep squat usually in the gym, you can come up even higher. Knee towards face. Last one. All the way out, come all the way back in, lower your knees down on top of each other. Beautiful work. Let's take that strap off now and pop it over its little spot here. Now, if you didn't get a super burn with that one, you can wear ankle weights on your ankles next time, just so you can get a bit more gluteus, medius and minimus activation. Taking that ball, so from side line, you're gonna take that ball, pop it in between your knees for our knee hovers. If you have sore shoulders, you are very welcome to come down onto your hands and knees. Just note that it is a little bit more strength to pull yourself up from that position. However, your shoulders, elbows will feel a little bit safer. So your feet come onto the edge of the carriage here for more grip because we're on a red spring. It is a little bit heavy. Okay, from here, just walk your knees back to the edge of the carriage and then realign yourself back up so that your hands are underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips. Little squeeze in that ball. So get in a position where you can squeeze the ball. From here, we inhale. First option is we arch our spine up to the sky like a cat-cow. We tuck our chin to chest. Feel your spine sending to the roof. Now we lift and we lower. Continue here, lift and lower, that big arch in our back. This is super supportive. Last one like this. Come back down, drop your knees, find your neutral spine, eye gaze lifts slightly. Now try here, so squeeze into that ball, squeeze into your core, squeeze into your bum. Now we lift and lower here. So you'll notice this is a little bit stronger on your shoulders, which is your deltoid muscles, your scap muscles. So choose which one feels nice for you. We are here for another 5. Very welcome to arch your back up to the sky. 4, you'll notice it's a lot easier, more muscle recruitment. 3, 2, wherever you are on this last one, we're going to hold it here. Little squeezes with that ball, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze in between your inner thighs, our adductor muscles. We're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop the carriage back on the stopper, pop your knees down and take a lovely child's pose here. You can take both of your hands over to the left side of the carriage if that feels good. If you do, take your right hand onto the edge of the carriage and pull back with your right hip and try and sink your right hip down to your heel. Take your left hand over to the left side of the carriage, hold on, left bum sinks down towards left heel. Feel that stretch through your shoulders, through your lateral body, which is down the side here. Okay, when you're ready, we have got the same routine on the opposite side, same repertoire on the opposite side. So ball comes onto the headrest, we shuffle ourselves down, we get comfortable. Shuffle your bum to the back of the carriage if you can. once again, trying to keep hips aligned with each other. We'll pop the strap on first and then we'll finish getting aligned. Now I have got an injury on this side, so if I need to stop, I will continue counting you in. Okay, so from here, once you are aligned, take your hand, pop it under your side body and feel that lift. I'll do it from this way. So take your hand from the front of your body under your side, feel that lift. See if you can create even, you know, the feather space under your side body. Feather space, can't talk. Okay, beautiful people. From here, checking your top knees are in line with your top knees in line with your bottom knee. If it's back further, pop your palm of your hand on your hip, push your hip forward. That is fine if your top knee is over the top of your bottom knee. There's no problem there. In fact, it means that you'll reduce the range of motion and you can target your glute med and min quicker. So let's bring our knee up to hip height. Inhale, prepare, and then exhale, push your heel to the front corner of the carriage. Draw it back in line with your body using your hammies and your glute. Draw it back to the front of the carriage and then bend back in. Nice. Extending long. Draw back in line. Back to the front. Bend back in. Now just check that your hips are still in line. Check if you can that your side body is lifted. If you need to have that arm up to the roof, you're very welcome to. Pause at the front, squeeze, draw back in line with your body. Feel your bum squeezing. Really give it an extra squeeze if you're not feeling it. You can even touch your bum muscle and see when it starts firing. So here, feel that. Our gluteus maximus, this big bad boy here, does hip extension. So when we're pushing here, our quads, our hammies and our glutes are working. And then when we draw it back in line with our body, our glutes and our hamstrings here are working. So just have a little touch of the back of your leg. See when you can feel it firing. We're trying to bring body awareness, proprioception. That's it. Last one, we extend long to the front of the carriage. We draw back in line with our bodies. Take it back to the front, pause here. We've got 4 pulses here. 4, 3, still keep that side body up. 2, 1, draw back in line with your body for 4, 3, 2, 1, back to the front. So for me, I've got a TFL injury here and I've got a gluteus medius injury. So they are both firing already. So I'll tell you if I need to stop. 2, 1, back to the front. Awesome work. Keep those hips stacked. This is where we want to start rolling our hips open. So just make sure you touch here. Keep an alignment. 3, 2 more. 2, 1, back to the front. 4, 3. Last one here. Back in line with your body for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause here for our straight leg hamstring sweeps. So pop your hand on your hip so your hip stays where it is. Really grab your hip so you can feel if it rolls. Let your leg float around in front of you. Feel the full stretch. Then re-engage this bum muscle and hamstring and squeeze leg back in line with body. Beautiful. Let her float around. Feel that stretch. If you want to stay here for a bit longer, you can pull on the strap and get a nice stretch. You're very welcome to, or continue with me. Whatever feels good. I like to encourage everyone to always listen to their bodies. So if you need to take a stretch, please do, and then join back in when it feels right for you. Lovely. So you've got 5 more to go here. I'm going to stop for a moment before my glute and TFL fall off. Sweeping leg around to the front, pause. Re-engage, squeeze your glute and hamstring back in line with your body. Beautiful. Are you still keeping that leg at hip height? If not, just let her lift up a little bit. If it's sinking, it's totally fine as well. Just meet your body where it's at today. That's it. 2 more. Back in line with your body. Squeeze and pause. Let her float around. Feel the stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Last one. Floating back around. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze in line with your body. We have 10 more straight leg presses to go here. So draw your knee in nice and close, as deep as you would like to go, and then extend that leg straight in line with your body. Nice. Draw back in. Bend, bend, bend. Feel that deep squat, single leg push. Excellent. Drawing back in. Can you still keep that gap under your side body? Straight in line with your body. So here we're trying to think about if we were in the gym or just at home holding onto the wall doing a single leg squat, how deep would you like to be able to go? If you're holding onto a support, you can go pretty deep. If you've got amazing balance, you can obviously get this deep as well. Push and extend. So you could feel, next time you do this, if you want more weight, this exercise here, you'll really feel your glute max working. So you can put more weight on for this. just can get a little bit hectic for your straight leg sweeps with more weight, but you do you. 2 more. Whatever works for you and your body, we're all different. Last one. Drawing leg back in line with your other knee, lowering back down, and let's safely take that strap off. Hang strap back up, grabbing your ball, chucking it back into your hole wherever it needs to go. And we're going to sit on the edge of the carriage and do a quick glute stretch. So let's take our left shin on top of our right thigh. Sitting up nice and tall, I can feel this stretch already. We're going to bend forward if you wish. If you feel it up here, just stay here, that's fine. Bending torso towards the floor. You can do this yourself after the class as well. Let's swap. We're not here for very long, so it's not bringing a lot of benefit. However, for some people, the psychological benefit of feeling the stretch can be enough to get a little bit of relief before the next exercise. Sinking your chest down after you swap legs. Okay, our next exercise here, we're still keeping on the red spring. We are going to grab our short boxes and pop our short box onto the carriage. Okay, so when I say short box, what I mean by that is we grab our general box and we put it on short ways. So this is what we call short box. This is what we call long box. So popping short box on, we're going to grab our straps. Now for some of you, they will be on the front of your carriage, and for others, they will be inside. So you'll need to take your springs off, grab your rope out, and then pop your springs back on. Okay, from here, we're coming into our short box mermaid. So we pop our left foot under the strap. We turn our body to the right side of the room. We're working into our left side body, our obliques. First thing we want to do, make sure we feel comfortable here. If you are a taller person, please ensure that you move your stoppers out so that you pull the carriage out so that you have more space. And even then, so if you feel like your bum is off the side of the box here, please put those stoppers in now and pull the carriage out this way, okay? Also, if your torso is long and you've already pulled the stoppers out to fit on your box, you can turn your body on an angle. So I have my front foot at the front corner of the platform. I'm on an angle so that my hand, when I pop it down to start, can be on the railing. Now you've got more space. Otherwise, you might find to have your hand directly under you, you're in the hole. You don't have enough support, or you're on this weird angle. Especially if you're new to doing this exercise. So I will do it straight on. Get yourself set up comfortably and meet me here. So going to take my hand down onto the headrest to start. If this base layer is enough for you, I want you to stay here for this whole set. We've got 3 rounds after this intro. So hips will be stacked up on top of each other. If you need to, you can have a slight torso internal rotation with your torso. So you're slightly turned down to the ground to get a little bit more balance. Especially if you're pulling through your glutes or your TFL, you can have that slight internal rotation the whole time, no problem. Okay, hand comes down. We are going to squeeze our core, take our left hand onto our obliques, which is here, just on top of our ribs. All we're doing to start is releasing our hand and lowering it. Take the pressure off. As you release, feel the muscles under your hand squeezing. They're the muscles that we are trying to work. They're called our obliques, internal and external obliques. So as I said, after this, we've got 3 more rounds. So if this feels enough for you, just stay here. This will be enough. I promise you, you'll feel it tomorrow. Okay, we've got 4 to go here. It's our warm-up exercise. Feel free every time when you pop your hand down to fully relax and release, and then re-engage. 3, 2, last one. If you want a little bit more, continue where you were or come with me. We're going to do our side crunch here. So we're crunching into our obliques. We're going directly on here. So this is our lateral flexion. Lovely. So just watching that your hips are not rock and rolling everywhere. We're trying to squish our hand with our top ribs and our hips. So think about that. Think about bringing this top rib over the top of your hand. So push your hand into your side body if you need to, so you can get that tactile feedback. You're trying to squish your hand. Yeah, if you feel like you're rocking around like this, you're not getting as much benefit. So really squish hand. We're here for 4. You can still do this with your hand down as well if you wish. Pop it back down. Choose what feels good for you. 2. Last one, we squeeze our hand, we come back to neutral. Pop your hand down, take a nice counter stretch. 2 more rounds to go. We're doing our torso rotation now. So that was our lateral flexion, now we're doing torso rotation. So bring your hand back onto your hip for a moment so we can release our hand. Hands can be cross body for a little kinder, at your temples for a little bit harder. Or if you have hand weights close by, you can pick them up. I didn't cue you in for that, but that's for next time. Okay, so I'm gonna have my hands on my temples. We are going to rotate chest down to floor and come back through center. Find your own breathing pattern here. Great, we have 8 to go. Just check in with your hips, make sure they're still. And remember, you can take break. You can have one hand down here if you need to, but just try and release it as you turn. So you're still getting that benefit. We have 3 to go probably. Pilates instructors, honestly. 2. Last one. Place that hand down, take a counter stretch, relax into it. Ooh, spicy. The next set, we've got 10, we're turning our torso to the roof. Okay, so just line yourself back up properly again, make sure your hips are stacked. Once again, a little bit kinder, hands can be crossed over and one hand can stay down the whole time if you need, but just release it as we twist. So we're gonna inhale, prepare. As we exhale, we twist torso to the roof and we come back down. You can place hand down if you need. Beautiful work. So we're trying to just keep our body in one plane here. We're staying still and then we're twisting through another plane. So we're twisting transverse plane, twisting. It's a small movement here. I'm thinking that's about 5, 4, 3, and 2. And last one. Ooh, pop that hand down, take a counter stretch. Oh, my baby obliques. Woo. You'll also feel it in that quadratus lumborum muscle here as well. She's working so hard. She connects our hips to our ribs. Ouchie, mama. So you've got 2 layers of obliques, if I haven't said that already, internal and external. Obviously your rectus abdominis and your transverse abdominis are all working there. Oh my gosh, beautiful. We're going to roll back up now. Come through center. Both feet are coming under the strap. Once again, for the next time you watch this video, you're welcome to have hand weights for this whole section. And you just do the exact same thing. Okay, arms come out in front of us. Feet are under the strap, both feet. We're going to C-curve our spine first. So we inhale, we squeeze bum, find that lift. We exhale, we roll off our sit bones, find our C-curve, roll all the way down to a comfortable position. Inhale there. Exhale, we roll back up. Find your nice neutral spine. Straight, tall spines at the top. Squeeze bum, inhale. Exhale, pushing belly button to back of room. Inhale, we come back up. Find your tall spine. Squeeze bum, reset, C-curve. Lovely. Shoulders are down and away from our ears. They don't have to be, just sometimes it might feel nice. C-curve. We have 5 to go here. Your own breathing pattern, find what works. You might like to inhale on the way down. You might like to exhale on the way up. 4 to go. You've got it. See how low you can get. For the last 4, can you practice relaxing your feet a little bit on one and then tense your feet on the other, pull them towards you and just see if you feel any difference here in your core engagement. 2 more. Maybe you like to relax your toes a little bit on this one, a little bit more balance work. Last one, you flex your toes towards you. This is dorsiflexion. Beautiful. Now we've got 10 straight back. So super, super straight back here. We inhale, prepare, squeeze bum, lift. We come back, we draw back in. If you'd like an extra layer here as we come back, you can lift your arms higher with you. We haven't added too many extra progressions into each layer today because this is more focused at your beginner general class. But you can absolutely do this as a layer whenever your levers are long and moving in a direction that causes more force to run through our body. It is obviously going to be harder. So we've got 3 to go here. Nice work. 2. Beautiful work, everyone. Last one. Roll back up, reach for your feet. Take a nice stretch before our last round. If you've noticed, once again, we have 3 layers in every exercise today. Apart from that side glute, I added in that 4th layer. Just as a little bonus for you. We roll back up. Okay, from here, we're going to hinge back again. So nice straight back. If you prefer to curl, please curl, up to you. We're going to sweep our hand along like we did in our warm-up. Reach our front hand to the opposite corner of the room. Come back through center. Same thing, sweep our left hand, then reach our right hand to front right corner of room. Back through center. Continue. We have 8 to go. We sweep and reach. So once again, a bit more oblique work. We sweep and reach. We're very core heavy today. Sweep and reach. Beautiful work. If you need to lift up a little bit higher, you absolutely can. If you want to go lower, you can. It'll just be a little bit harder, more work on your back. Let's go 2 more each side. Last one. Last one to the left. Come back through center, re-engage core and bum, and let's roll back up and reach forward. If you'd like to pull on that foot bar to get your chest down towards the ground a little more, you can. And we will get ready now for our side mermaid on the left side. So bringing your left shin up and leg up onto the carriage. Once again, if you are taller, bring your right foot to the front of the carriage, shift yourself on a bit more of an angle so that your left hand can be down on the carriage here without feeling like you're opening up and falling off the carriage. For the rest of you who are not feeling like you are falling off the carriage here, or you've had some experience, then there's no problem. You can start here with me. Okay, hips are stacked. We're trying not to let them roll open too much. I mean, it's totally fine if they do. You're still working your obliques. But if you can, just trying to stack your hips to start with. Starting position is here. Right hand is going to come onto your oblique. So in the middle of your core here. We're going to inhale, prepare, exhale, we release hand. We just stay in this position. Almost a straight line from our head to our foot. So we're trying not to be like on this weird banana bendy position. That's actually a place here, banana bender. That's funny. Great work. So this is warming up. So start to feel your obliques warming up under your hand here, or engaging, I should say. They're already warm. They're very warm. You're fully relaxed, then re-engage. We've got 3 to go. If you want to stay here for the whole round, you can too. If you want more, we are going to keep that hand lifted on the next one. You can have your hands cross-body up towards your head, tiny oblique crunches. So we're trying to squish our hand with our ribs. So our ribs are trying to come through our hand and down to our hips. We're trying to avoid this big rock and roll, okay? We're just doing squeeze into the side, lateral flexion. If it helps, think about your hand running down towards your feet. So maybe you like to pop your hand onto your top body here and let it slide down towards your feet. Beautiful, we're here for 4. Remembering you can pop this hand down at any time for extra support. Pop her up when you're working. 3, 2, last one. Pop hand down, take a big counter stretch, relax. If you are like me and you have got any sort of gluteus, medius, minimus, TFL tear, this will pull on it, so it will feel funny. Remembering in this position, you are in a way abducting, so you are working these side body muscles, and sometimes they feel like they're stretching and they're going to tear. So if that is the case, just play around with your positioning. Open your hips, close your hips, move your foot. Find a spot that feels okay for you, or alternatively come down onto the floor and do your side core work. So we are now going to do our torso rotation. So we take both hands to head or cross chest. We rotate torso to ground, back to the center. Nice. 2. Back through center. If you need that tactile feedback, feel free to have your right hand on your hip. If you need more support, feel free to have this hand down and just release it as you twist, and then take some support as you come back. 5 to go. And 4. 3. 2. Last one. Pop your hand down, take a counter stretch down that lateral side of our body. If you need to, you can twist around, whatever feels good for you. Make classes your own. You don't have to do exactly as the teacher says. Do exactly as you and your body need, as long as you're being safe. Anything you need. Last round here. Once again, hands can come across body. We're rotating to the roof, coming back down. Keep that hip nice and still. So we're twisting just through our obliques. You can keep this hand down if you wish. Rotate, pop hand down. Rotate, pop hand down. Hands can be across chest, feels a little kinder. 5 to go. 5. 4. My top leg's shaking because of my injury. 3. 2. 1. Hand down, take stretch. Nice, there's no shame, okay? There's never any shame if you need to stop the exercise, if you need to support yourself. I used to think there was so much shame involved in it. There's really not. We have to take care of us. So even as a teacher, if I can't do the whole exercise and you guys can, I'm so proud that I've made the choice, and I hope you will feel the same way, to not choose the exercise that might injure us or make our injury worse, make us fall, make us feel like we can't come back and do this again. We want to feel empowered, we want to feel safe. So the next exercise here, we all turn onto the front of our short box. We're doing our short box squats. If you need more support, you can pop that foot bar up higher. Step 1, our feet flat. So feet flat, you would just stand straight back up and get ready for your squats. Option 2, our heels come up onto the box. If you're seated, you'll pop your heels up. You'll hold onto the foot bar. You'll carefully squeeze bum, squeeze core, raise hips high, and then you'll release your hands for safety. Now we're on a red spring, so the carry shouldn't move too much, but still be very cautious here. Hands come out in front of us. I'm going to take one hand on my head and one hand on my low back so you can see my positioning. When we come down, our knees shoot to the front of the room, but my body is trying to come up and down in a straight line. Now this is terribly hard if you have got any knee injuries or ankle injuries. So I want you to come to flat foot if this feels unattainable today. It will be attainable soon though, with practice and with time. So what we're working here is a little bit more direct quad engagement, not as much glute. Direct quad, nice. Because we haven't done a heavy quad session today, it's been more focused on core and side glute. This should feel nice. Once again, if you had your weights here local, or the next time you watch this video, you can have your weights here out in front of you, working your shoulders. 3 to go here. Keeping that your whole torso in between 2 pieces of paper or 2 walls. You're just sliding up and down. Just check out what your body's doing, because it might be doing this forward. That's fine, but you're working your bum muscles. I'm trying to target your quads, front and top of thighs. Next one, we come down. So we've got 3 layers. We come down halfway, little pulses here. Now with these pulses, I want you engaging your bum now. Yes, you're working your quads, but I want you to physically feel your bum squeezing as you lift and lower, squeeze, squeeze. Feel that squeeze. Yes, can you get any lower? Squeeze. We're here for another 10, 9, any lower? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, any lower? 3, 2, 1, all the way up. Woo! And all the way down. Ooh. Little tap, a little bit of psychological relief, not actual physical relief, but psychological relief. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, last round for the squat flow. Let's come on up. All right, hands come out in front of us. We're going to come down and pulse and rise. We're coming down and pulsing and rise. Down, little pulse and rise. See if you can get all the way to the box, pulse and rise. If you have knee pain or tight quads, this will not be possible today. A lot of people have super tight quads, so just getting to here will be enough. Torso is allowed to come forward for this set. I should have said that at the start. Not too much, but just a touch, enough to have your gluteus maximus engaged. We're here for another 4. Whew. Can you get any lower for 3? And 2. Whew. Last one. 1. All the way up. Now take a seat. Oh. Whew. Shake it out, shake it out. Whew. Nice work. Okay. This is a singular exercise, like a transitional exercise. So we're going to come into a plank. Heels come up onto the box, hands come onto foot bar. We're going to shift our weight up and over our wrists. Knees are in nice bent position, and we take our hips down so they're in line with our shoulders. From here, core is squeezing. We send the carriage along, we draw back in. Send carriage along, draw back in. If you're super tall and you're hitting the back, just pop this foot bar down a touch and bring your weight over the foot bar. You'll have more space instantly. If this is enough, stay here. If you want more, you can bring your feet up onto the box. Nice. Keeping a really strong core. Hips stay low, so we're engaging our quads still. If you're not fitting and you're hitting the box, you're hitting the stoppers, take the box off quickly. We're here for another 10. If you want more, you can have one leg in the sky for your 5, and then you'll swap legs at 5. 4, 3, 2. After this next one, swap. Otherwise, stay with your double legs. 5 and 4. This is working our quad and our core and our shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. Draw carriage in. Oh my goodness, well done. You can, I'll come from this direction. You can take your hands, we would have all stepped off the same side, but take your hands onto the edge of the carriage. Take a nice stretch, hips back to the back of the room. Just sinking down, chest towards box. Legs are nice and straight, getting a hamstring stretch. Take your right arm over the left side of your box, left arm to the right side of the box, and pull your right hip back to the back of the room. And then you'll swap. Left hand will pull to the back of the room. Left hand pulling on the box, left hip to the back of the left side of the room. Can't really talk. Coming back through center. Let's inhale, reach our arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Reach for your toes. You'll squeeze into your bum muscles, squeeze into your core as we roll back up, vertebra by vertebra. Finishing the same way we started class today. Open your arms out to the side of the room. Inhale. Exhale, give yourself a huge hug. Feel the warmth of your hands. Thank yourself for being here. Thank yourself for doing this beautiful class, gifting yourself movement. Time for you, and have a beautiful day.